I'm Jake.
I'm Tiffany, and this is Colton.
This is our 2008 Jayco Eagle 345.
We've been living here for about 2 months, 2.5 months. Ready to go inside? Should we show them inside? All right.
Welcome to the inside of our RV. This is the kitchen area. Our sink has a 16-gallon hot water heater, which also goes to the shower and stuff. This is the range. Folds on up to reveal 3 burners. Use it for a little bit of extra storage. And close it so we can put dishes to dry up here and stuff like that. Small microwave. Still does the trick. We have to be plugged into the power to use the microwave, otherwise it just doesn't work. It doesn't get powered by the batteries. The lights are all powered via a 12-volt system. We have 2 batteries, deep cycle marine and RV batteries. And the gas comes from 2 30-gallon tanks, or 30-pound tanks, which are stored on the outside of the RV. This is our fridge, runs on electricity or gas. Gas when we're in tow, so all the food doesn't spoil. And as you can see, it's a pretty tight fridge, but we have all the necessities like ranch dressing and leftover pizza and stuff. You know, we got a little movable island to add a little extra counter space. We have enough storage. Kind of had to do a little bit of extra stacking and stuff like that. We keep our spices here, and we got a little shelf for dishes and stuff like that. Definitely had to cut back on my pint glass collection, but that's totally okay. The less glass, the better. Less stuff to break. We painted the lower cabinets. They were all this color oak, but it seemed like it was a lot of oak in here, so we wanted to break it up a little bit. Picked out this nice bluish green, left the detail in here. It was actually kind of on accident, but we decided that it would work well for us. It's a nice little pretty touch, keep a little bit of the original oak in here. It's all solid oak cabinets, which is nice. A little extra heavy, but it's totally okay because the solid wood I think is better for durability and stuff like that. We got nice touches of home in here with all of our plants and stuff like that.
We were both working 40 to 50-hour weeks, never really saw each other, we never really had any family time. We were paying a lot of money for a house that we didn't really love. We were working for these like 1 or 2 weeks off a year to spend time together, and it just didn't make sense. And then we actually kind of just had one bad thing after another happen that kind of pushed us to, you know, there's no time like now to do it. So I think from the beginning process to when we moved in, it was maybe like 4 or 5 months. And during that time, we were working all week long, and then every single weekend we'd put in another 20, 30 hours renovating everything. With a 2-year-old, it's not the easiest, but we did it, and I don't think we really ever want to go back.
His grandparents helped quite a bit with watching him while we were renovating and stuff, so it was very helpful in that aspect.
Okay, so moving on from the kitchen, we have the other half of our living space. More storage again, lots and lots of storage. And we actually turned our coat closet into our garbage area so we can hide all of that. Our little entertainment center, we call this our fake fireplace. It's actually just the furnace hidden back there. So the furnace keeps all of the space super hot. We only have to run it for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then we shut it off. We're very lucky that our one air conditioner unit cools everything. A lot of rigs this size will have 2 or 3, and we only have the one, but it works really, really well. This is our dining area. So when we first bought this, there was a built-in diner over there, and then a big heavy sleeper sofa here. And we ripped all of that out and decided to switch around where we wanted everything to be. This table actually has leaves that come out, and we have extra chairs and storage, so we can get a good, 6 people around this. And if we really wanted, we can flip the bench around so we have even more seating. So we've had, 10 people in here for dinner, and it actually doesn't feel too closed in at all. So we have lots more storage up here. Everything is in bins to stay organized. We did paint pretty much every part of the house, floor to ceiling. We also did all the beams, ripped everything out there. Cedar? Yeah, cedar. So that actually helps with bugs too. It's like a natural repellent. Not sure that it's working, but oh well.
It smells good.
Yeah, it smells good. And then we do have a 2-year-old, so we hide all of his toys in there. And then back behind our couch, we actually have even more pop-out tables. When you have a small space, things that collapse and hide when you don't need them are really helpful. All right, then our living space. So this is where that original built-in was. You can actually see it went all the way out to here, which didn't really leave a lot of room. So we switched that around, and this is our old patio couch. It's super, super lightweight, and it has a lot of storage underneath. So all of these lights all around, we put in new fixtures. And these two had big, heavy chandeliers. We actually capped off the power there and then put up baskets and just put in puck lights so we could get a look that we like for an affordable price. And then this is our huge pantry. Definitely really lucky to have a lot of space. It goes all the way back into the other room actually. So we are in our son Colton's room. He got to pick the theme of his room, and we're a big surfing family, so he wanted a surfboard room. So when we first got the house, there was 2 bunks here. So we took out the bottom and replaced it. This is a J-cube. And then we added this railing so he could sleep up here safely. It just has 2 clips on either side. And I can show you. Just swings down, and then we put him up there, lock him in for the night. But he likes his little cave. And then we also did the trim in here, painted everything, and his Oma made him this rack, so we have a little bit of home. And then Jake and my dad actually milled these frames from wood at our family's cabin. And then my brother took the photos. So it's nice that we have parts of our family with us, and we're able to fit that in here. So then we have lots of storage for toys and books. All of the toys that a 2-year-old could ever want. And over here, there used to be 2 bunk beds here as well. We ripped all of that out. And as we were ripping it out, we actually found a bunch of water damage on this lower half. So Jake tore everything out and rebuilt it all himself, which is really awesome. I think it ended up being like a full day's of work, but it went a lot smoother than we thought. And then we made it his little surfboard desk and his little kitchen area over here. His little mini closet. 2-year-olds have small clothes, so it works for now. And then more storage down here. Yeah, then his little desk area.
So most RV bathrooms are pretty small, but this one we kind of opened up the space a little bit. I made a shower curtain rod out of I think it's a 3/4 inch conduit, and took out the glass shower surround here. There was big glass walls, and I'm not the smallest guy, so my elbows kept hitting the glass, so we decided to get rid of it. This is our washer and dryer. We just plug it in over here when we got to use it, and we can drain all the water right down the drain into the gray tank. We got to move it in and out while we shower, but that's the least of our worries, I suppose. Washes in about 15 minutes and dries in about 10. It gets the clothes to about 80% dry, so you got to take them and hang them out to dry in the sun a little bit. It's really light, so we can just move it in and out when we need to shower and stuff like that. It's a pretty nice little unit. It's really affordable. I think we got it on Amazon. It was less than $200, so it's a really nice additive for us. It's just really nice because it's really easy to move around. And it's also really nice to be able to do laundry in the unit instead of having to go to a laundromat. Tiffany did a nice custom paint job on the back wall here to give it a little more flavor. We did a backsplash on the back here. We redid the countertop. This is just normal black chalkboard paint, and gave it a nice kind of slate finish to it, which is really cool, I think. You need a standard RV toilet with a foot flusher. Got an exhaust fan up in here, turns on and off with the switch right next to the light switch. It was a little hard for me because I like my stuff, so I had a lot of stuff, and once I started getting rid of it, generally with a couple tequila shots, I started to feel better. But now that it's gone, it just seems like this is the life we are meant to live. So it's really cool, I think. When you're in a place like this in Savannah, and you know, there's all the Spanish moss on all the trees outside, it just makes me feel like we made the right decision, which is really good because I was kind of nervous about that. But we're here now and I'm loving it.
So we are in our bedroom now. We did a lot in here. We painted everything again, redid the trims, we put in new lights again. It was the big, heavy, bulky ones. So we have a lot of storage here. One of my favorite things is we have a pop-out laundry hamper, which with 3 people is really, really helpful. It keeps everything hidden and away. And then the lining just comes right out, so it's super easy to take it over the washer and do all of that. We have a lot of storage under our bed, and it just lifts up like that. Lots down there, and when this slide comes in, this just lifts itself up, which is awesome. More storage, and then our TV that pops out so you get a good view from bed. And we also are super lucky that we have such a big closet here. We both have a full side, and my side actually also has more shelving as well. And there's lots of storage underneath there too.
So this is the outside of our rig. We kind of got an outdoor living space here. We brought our chairs from home, so we got a little more of a permanent feel to it. We got a nice outdoor rug. We got a little table outside we use for prepping food every once in a while. We put different tablecloths on it for the seasons and hides our cooler. We got all the kids' toys here. He's got a bin of everything that we just put in and out inside the pass-through when we're traveling. We got a bike rack on the back. It carries my bike and the ladder, which is nice for getting up and down off the roof because the ladders on the back of these things are not the stablest. This is the outside of our big living room slide, which gives it a lot of space. It takes about 15 minutes to get everything stabilized, and then the slides are pretty much just out right afterwards. To get everything plugged in and operational and get the whole rig set up, it takes about, I'd say, about a half an hour. I'm getting faster at it every time we do it. So we have our water heaters inside here, and we got an outdoor shower. These are just regular old pool noodles that we decided to put on there because if they're not on here, it's just a pretty sharp edge, and I ran my head into it a couple times, which is no fun. We pull this thing with a Dodge 2500 Cummins diesel, 6.9 liter, V8, and it does the trick.
I started a page just for fun. We post like all of our renovations and things like that. So follow us on there, the Hippie Herricks.
And my construction page would be facebook.com/Jake's Quality Construction. So go ahead and follow me there if you'd like. Thanks for visiting our fifth wheel tiny home. And hopefully someday, if it's something you're interested in, you can do it too, because it's definitely the way to live.
Yeah. I think so. Tiny's best.
Tiny is best.